Hi everyone, welcome to the Zoom step-by-step program here for the Riverhead Free Library. I am glad that everyone was able to find us on YouTube. Just subscribe for more content and check out the different videos that we do have. There's a lot of great content out here. So today I am going to be going through the different steps of Zoom. So between downloading it, creating your account, and how to access some meetings. My name is Kelsey. I'm one of the reference librarians here, and thank you for being here with me today. So the first step that we're going to focus on is creating the account. So signing in, downloading Zoom, and just getting to the website itself. So if you want, you feel free to do this with me. As I go through this, you can feel free to pause the video so that way you can go to following the different steps. So first we will go to zoom.com, and now we're going to download Zoom, which we want to do first so that way we don't have to think about it later on. Downloading Zoom is very important for being able to open up different meeting rooms. So you are able to access the programs that we are having on Zoom. You can create meetings for friends and family, and for whatever reason. But yeah, so we went to zoom.com, and now we're going to download Zoom. So when you are on zoom.com, I'm going to ask you to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. And where you can see the green arrow here on the screen, you'll click on where it says download with the green arrow. So if you click on download, it should open up to another window, which I'm going to do right here. So when you open up to another window, it'll say Zoom client for meetings, Zoom plugin for Microsoft Outlook. We are only going to focus on Zoom client for meetings, which is the first one. It'll be easy to locate, and you're going to click on that big blue download button. So when you do that, you will see at the bottom left corner of your screen, just like where you see this green arrow, you're going to see something that says Zoom installer.exe. When you see that it has come down to the bottom left corner, you're going to click on it. That is going to open and finish installing Zoom for you. And that's it. So now I'm going to go back to that other slide that I had skipped over before. So downloading Zoom is a very important step in order to attend the Zoom programs that we have here, or if you are, looking to do any meetings or programs with your family, friends, doing cooking, bake-off competitions, whatever you want to do. So once it downloads, you're going to follow the prompts to open it. So that bottom left corner, you're going to click on that Zoom file. And then you'll see a Zoom pop-up window. It'll look like just a square in the middle of your screen that says sign in. You can actually X out of or close out of that window, and you'll come back to the main screen that says zoom.com. You won't have to worry about that little screen for now. So again, I'm just going to reiterate that a square is going to pop up and it'll say sign in. You can actually close out of that little window and make sure you are back to your zoom.com window. So next we are going to follow the prompts for signing up and creating an account for Zoom, which if you have an email account, you're all set. So on the top right corner of zoom.com, you're going to see where it says sign up, it's free. And I tried to match the orange arrow with it. I didn't get the exact color, so I apologize for that. But you'll click on that sign up, it's free. And it'll take you through different prompts of creating a username, a password, and so forth. So if you would like to do that now, feel free to pause the video and finish that, and we can go back to steps 2 once we are finished. So step 2, we are going to go through the main page of Zoom. Once you have signed in, we're going to just touch on the different buttons that are there, so that way you can become familiar with the different features that Zoom has. So let's start. So once you are signed in, you will see this. So we are going to focus on the left-hand side of Zoom. So right where it says Profile, Meetings, Webinars, Recordings, and Settings. The rest we are not going to focus on at this time. We will, on step 3, step 4, etc. But right now we're only going to focus on that. So what are these buttons? Profile. This is where all your information is located. So your name, your username, password, etc. That's just like, for example, your profile on Facebook or your profile on your email address. The meetings is where your scheduled meetings will be, your past meetings, etc. That's where these will all be found. So that way you can see what you have planned, things that, if you don't want them to overlap, whatever, floats your boat. Webinars are something that I haven't used yet, but it is a tool that allows you to easily conduct large online events with your video, audio, and screen sharing for up to 100 video participants and thousands of attendees, which we are not going to be doing today. So next we have recordings. You can record your meetings, which is what I'm doing right now. I am on Zoom, I am recording this program, and I am uploading it to YouTube. And next we have our settings. So these settings are if you want to have a waiting room for your members for your meeting, if you want them to have a password to get into, if you don't want them to, if you want to mute them so only you talk, etc., different things like that. It's interesting to play around with these and go through these different tabs and buttons just to read through them and see what they offer. Okay, so step 3, we are going to focus on another portion of the screen. We are going to be focusing on the meetings. So if you would like, feel free to go back to that left-hand side where it says meetings and click on that. So it should look like this, except you might not have that big blue arrow. So what we're going to focus on are the upcoming meetings, previous meetings, the personal room, and meeting templates. So again, upcoming meetings are going to be everything that is upcoming that you have already scheduled. That way you don't have to rush to get onto Zoom at a certain time to just create a meeting. You can have an upcoming meeting and send that link to people that you would want in that meeting. Your previous meetings are everything that you've already recorded. So once I finish this session and I stop sharing and recording, this whole meeting is going to be in my previous meetings for my own personal Zoom for the library. The personal rooms are if you want to have a personal session, and the meeting templates are different templates that you can use. So again, I didn't mention the meeting templates or the personal rooms because I feel that the upcoming meetings and the previous meetings are more important to focus on. If you ever want to go back to see what days, Chef Rob was doing his cooking things and things like that. Okay, so step 4 is going to be about you either creating a meeting or joining a meeting. So joining a meeting, I'm going to be using just an example of one of our programs. So you can see all of this at the top right of your screen. So right next to that K for my name, Kelsey, you'll see host a meeting, join a meeting, or schedule a meeting. So scheduling a meeting is basically what you would click on if you want to do any upcoming meetings. So you can pick the date, the time, if you want a password for people to get in, if you want a waiting room, all of that fun stuff. To join a meeting, that's if you want to join a meeting or join a program that we have. So like say for example that you are wanting to join one of Chef Rob's programs. So you already registered with the library, you have the meeting ID number, and you can actually just click on join a meeting and type in that meeting number and you'll be right in the meeting. Or if you get an email, you can click on the link for that. But we're not going to focus on that. Again, for joining a meeting, as long as you have the meeting ID number for the program or another meeting that someone else is hosting, you can just type in the number and you'll have access to that meeting. Hosting a meeting is if you want to host a meeting right now. So you have the option to have a video. So you know, the camera for you can have an option to not have that. And you also have the option to share your screen, which is what I'm doing now. I'm sharing my screen so that way you can see this presentation, and not my face, but you can see the different points that I am trying to show you. So again, hosting a meeting is hosting a meeting as soon as now, as soon as tomorrow. I left that blank because, you know, you can host it as soon as you want to. Scheduling a meeting would be scheduling it for later today, this weekend, say next month, whatever floats your boat. Joining a meeting is where you would click to join a meeting with that meeting room ID. And again, you can access that through an email once you register with programs for us, or you can call us and we can help you find it or give you the meeting room ID number. Yeah. So that's it for Zoom. That's a quick overview. So again, I do want to mention that downloading Zoom is essential to join any meetings and programs. So that's why I went through that first, to make sure that you guys do that first. Once that's done, you don't have to worry about it. Creating an account is easy. You hit that sign up, it's free on the top right, and you go through the different prompts of your name, username, password, all of that jazz. So then all of your previous meetings and future meetings are stored in your meetings button. And you can see what dates you've done, what dates you will be doing, or, that way you can plan different programs if you want. Join a meeting, you just need your meeting ID number, and if that meeting has a passcode or a password, you'll just need that as well. And hosting the meeting, you can do yourself whenever you want. You can do it with a camera, without a camera, and you can also share your screen. So like if you wanted to do something like this. Thank you for joining me. I did want to put down some contact information if you guys had any questions. So if you had any questions, or if you're a little stuck or you want me to explain something else, feel free to give us a call at our main number, or you can even email us, or you can email me directly to that email, and you can also call my extension, which would be the main number, and my extension is 135. All right, so thank you everyone for joining me. I really appreciate you guys being here with me. I hope this helped to answer some questions. Feel free to go back, pause, go through the steps as I did. And yeah, so I hope everyone stays safe and healthy, and I look forward to the next one. Bye.